Eleventh Hour is a famous studio's Superman cartoon from 1942. It's directed by Dan Gordon, Willard Bowski, and Dave Fleischer, with a voice cast including Joan Alexander, Jackson Beck, Jack Mercer, and Lee Royce. And I generally didn't like this one. There are some good bits of animation, particularly the explosions. I thought they worked very well, but I found the narrative to be a little bit lacking. I did like the fact that Lois Lane was in it. I really liked what Lois Lane brought to this. And I also feel like the animation of the Japanese characters, although it could be worse, it's not great. Clark Kent and Lois Lane are in Japan. This is during the war, and Clark Kent, Superman, is a saboteur, and the Japanese people in this, Japanese characters, are aware of the potential sabotage of Superman, and they are out to stop him, and then something happens to Lois Lane. That bit I thought was interesting. I don't want to say what it is. I don't want to spoil the only good bit, or at least in my opinion, the only good bit of the narrative. But I did like that. Credit where it's due. I thought the bit with Lois Lane was very effective. But the rest of it was just kind of slow and not very interesting. The animation itself is okay. And as I said, the explosions did look really good. I thought that was very effectively done. So there certainly were some bits in this cartoon, but I didn't come away from it feeling like I'd enjoyed it. And I feel like this is very much the case with the famous studio's Superman cartoons. There are some that are just not very good, and there are some that are actually quite fascinating. I guess that's the same with most cartoon series, but I feel like I'm going back and forth with Superman. I'll enjoy one, then I won't like the next, then I'll enjoy the next. So the good news is that I'm probably going to love the next one. We'll see how that goes. But for now, I can sum up 11th Hour by saying the concept is fine. The execution is kind of boring. There are some good bits of animation, some less good bits of animation. I did like what Lois Lane brought to this, or the role of her character. But in general, I wouldn't say that I very much enjoyed 11th Hour.